All right. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ, and I'm back with another live stream. JP in the building, G Frizzle in the building, Viva Mexico. What's up, Efren Gonzalez? JP in the building. We ready to kick this thing off, guys. We got a lot to talk about. Listen, instead of making individual videos about these, I said, you know what? My subscribers would appreciate it so much more if I just went live and they could actually talk to me and actually, say what they got to say and let me see it in real time. So here it is. Let's see, make sure I got everything I need. Got my cold water right here. Colostrum. Say that again, Colostrum. Colostrum says Jillian is a shark on the ground. A shark, dog. A shark. A real savage on the ground. We about to talk about it all, but I do want to talk about that. When it comes to the men, mm, I want to talk about how everybody was doubting Rainer de Ritter against Bo Nickel. Like, come on, man. Shout out to my boy Taylor Loader, because Taylor was showed me his picks, and he had picked Bo Nickel over Rainer de Ritter. I was like, I was like, I'm looking at the results. I fell asleep before the main event. Looks like Corey Sandhagen knocked out Davison Figueiredo. Like, that's huge. But Rainer de Ritter knocks out Bo Nickel. And I'm just like, okay. Everybody was riding that Bo Nickel train. You know what I'm saying? And Rainer de Ritter has looked flawless since he's coming to the UFC. We have to remember that dude was a champion at one championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude was a champion over there. So I mean, it looks like Rainer de Ritter's done nothing but defend his belt since coming into the UFC. I know that sounds crazy, but damn, that dude been beating ass. He been beating ass since he came in. I told Taylor, I said, bruh, you need to change that pick to Rainer de Ritter, man. He was like, no, bare nickel, bare nickel. So y'all know I'm gonna call Taylor on his shit next week when we do our pre-fight for the card next week. You already know I'm gonna call Taylor on that shit right there. But it was a good night for WMMA guys. It was a good listen. WMMA has been delivering in 2025, even from the low level perspective. The girls who's fighting on these undercards, you know what I'm saying? These unranked fighters, they have been delivering. They've been delivering. MMA fans can't say shit about WMMA in 2025. They can't say shit. They can't say shit bad about WMMA in 2025 because the ladies have been showing up and showing out. We've had nothing but good fight. Have we had a boring women's fight in 2025? You know what I'm saying? Like, have we had a boring fight in 2025? I don't. Maybe. Oh no. JP says I'm breaking up. Breaking up? What you mean? I don't know, JP. I don't know. Maybe my computer's fucking. Maybe my computer's tripping. It might be tripping. You know how this computer do, dog. Just keep up, dog. Just keep up. Something is. Hold on, JP. Let's see. I got something is running in the background. Let's see here. Hold on. Just sit tight. Let's see. Um. Mm, I don't know. Just kind of let the stream pan out. I guess. Is it tripping? It shouldn't be tripping. I'm playing it from my phone. Seems to be playing fine. It seems to be running fine to me, JP. I'm listening back to it on my phone, so maybe it's your device. Let's see. Sit tight. Turn down. Okay, let me try this. Let's see. Hold on, JP. Video settings. Let me see. Kind of let the game pan out, I guess. Is it tripping? It shouldn't be tripping. I'm playing it from my phone. Seems to be. Okay, G Frame said it's clear to him. Okay, so maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just you, JP. I don't know, dog. Mm-hmm. Let me go back out to it. JP says you're good now. Okay. Okay, Combo said you sound fine. Okay, okay, bad. Let me get back to it. Yeah, man. WMMA delivers, man. WMMA delivers again. Combo, man, I hate that I missed your round by round, but I definitely went back and watched it. I got some comments to drop in the comment section of that video on some things you said, Combo. I'm gonna have to go back and drop. I was listening to that. I was like, wait a minute. But I had phone issues, so I wasn't getting notifications. But I did get a new phone. It finally came in the mail last night, so no more not getting notifications. No more of that. You hear it as well, Colostrum. Well, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Okay, G Frame said it's clear to him. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's just you. Maybe it's just you, JP. I don't know. But anyways, Juliana Miller. Let's start with Juju, man. Like, let's start with Juju, man. Juju. Somebody said who in the comment section just now said that fight was hard to watch. JP said that first fight was horrible to watch. What? What? JP, how can you say that Juliana Miller fight was hard to watch? Like, how was that hard to watch? You know what I'm saying? Like, how was that hard to watch? I don't get it. You said that was a hard to watch fight. No, this is what I took away from that fight. You know what I'm saying? I took away from that fight that if you think you can out grapple Juju, especially people on this level, on that unranked level, and I actually think if you watch the post fight press conference, I do think that Juju, if Montana had still been in the UFC, Juju was gonna call out Montana or Andrea Lee because Juju said they asked Juju who she wanted to fight next. She said I had two girls in mind, but I don't think that either one of them are contracted in the UFC anymore. Who are the two most recent flyweight people to get released is Andrea Lee and Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like out of those two, I do think that she was going to call out Montana De La Rosa, which would have been a good fight. I would have watched. I think Montana would have beat Juju. I think Montana would beat Juju. You know what I'm saying? But it still would have been a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It still would have been a good fight either way. Let me see. Let me make sure this. Let me see how this is sounding. Okay, okay. Yeah, so I think she was gonna call out Montana or whatever, but Juju, if you want to go deep in that grappling world with Juju, you got to be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if Ivana Petrovic she thought for a split second that she could grapple with Juju. You know what I'm saying? Like she thought she could grapple with Juju, and Juju, like slowly but surely, started to take over the grappling exchanges. Now I say, like Juju was for the most part losing the exchanges on the feet. Petrovic seemed to be. It's not hard to be faster than Juju. It's not hard to be faster than Juju. Oh, I don't know, JP. I don't know what's working with it. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's probably my computer. I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. Just go back 10 seconds and go from there. If it's working 10 seconds behind, then let that be it. It's probably my computer. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But you know, Juju landed some good. Juju got off some good punches in there though. Like she got off some good strikes at range, even though I think Petrovic won those exchanges overall. I think that Juju still got in some good work there, and then when it came to the second and third round, it was just like a slow takeover from Juju, and then the emotional speech afterwards was beautiful to see her get back in the win column like that because a lot of eyebrows were being raised about Juju, coming off of those two losses, and then when she got knocked out by Luana Santos, it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And it was bad. Juju didn't look good. I'm tell you right now, she didn't look good. JP says Ivana Petrovic lost to Jamie Lynn Horth as well. Hey, Jamie Lynn Horth, I mean, she ain't we rag on her, but she's a tough fight in there. So I mean, like her fights are pretty compared. That last fight she had was pretty good. JP says neither are UFC caliber in my opinion. All they did was clinch recklessly, and both were throwing strikes in slow motion. Well, JP, that's why they both are unranked. In the realm of the unranked, there's always a lot of room to grow. That's why they're fighting where they're fighting. That's why neither one of them have a number beside their name. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why they are in the place they are in the division because they have a lot of development to go. They have a lot of Juju's got what 6 fights, 7 fights in her 8 fights in her UFC career, like in her career period. Like she doesn't even have 10 fights yet. I don't think she's like 5-3, 4-3, now 5-3. So she's got 8 professional fights. So running Rini, I lost interest in Montana. She wasn't fighting enough for me. Okay. Good afternoon, MMA friends. I knew that Jillian Robertson would win. I think we all knew Robertson was gonna win. What's up, running Rainey? Petrovic started gassing. Yeah, man. Juju was putting that pressure on her, man. Dang, JP says both of them look slow and stiff on the feet. Oh my goodness. JP is being a harsh critic today, boy. JP he said none of them got good strikes off. Oh, JP, that man being a harsh critic today. He said neither one of them looked good. Oof, man. Jeez, JP ain't giving nobody a pass. JP ain't giving nobody a pass. JP says you got to get in there and do some work. James Perez says happy for your girl put on a guru. Put your happy. He said your girl put your guru's girl out of her misery once and for all. Yeah, man. Jillian Robinson put a whooping on Marina Rodriguez. Let's get to that fight. So I'm gonna end up. I'm gonna cap off the Juju talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cap off the Juju talk, and I'm gonna leave it with this. Juju looked a lot better in this fight. JP, mute the video for a second, JP. Mute the video for a second, JP. But I have to say, Juju looked better. It's good to see her get a win. Now I need to see her get a win against a more notable opponent. You know, she had that opportunity against Veronica Macedo and she dropped the ball. You know what I'm saying? She had that opportunity. Luana Santos still relatively unknown, but a little more proven. That would have been a good win too. But that Veronica Macedo fight, you know, fights like that, somebody like Juju has to win those fights. You know what I'm saying? Like Juju has to win fights like that. Juju and Petrovic long, but got to learn to use their reach, BJ. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They do have to learn to use their reach, but Juju's stance looked a lot better. Juliana Miller's stance looked a lot better. She wasn't standing so square in this fight and so easy to be hit. You know what I'm saying? So her coaches have worked with her on that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't standing so square and being so easy to hit. You know what I'm saying? So her stance, that's the first thing I noticed was that her stance looked a lot better. So it was a decent scrap for their level, in my opinion. Yes, combo. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. For that level, it was a good fight. They both have to improve. They both have to improve, you know? But it still was a good fight, though. It still was an entertaining fight for me. Let me see how this live is doing. Okay, see, the stream seems to be have panned itself out. So you guys can go to live now. It seems that's panned itself out. But if you okay, let's move on to the Robertson fight. Okay, let's talk about that Robertson fight. I have to give Marina Rodriguez credit, and I said this in my post fight video short that I did. Um, she tried to get off some good shots on Robertson. Man, I give her credit. She tried to get off some good shots on Robertson, but the killer. And I'm kind of glad that Rodriguez retired. I'm kind of glad that Marina Rodriguez retired, what I'm saying, because she wasn't getting any better. There was only so long that she could go fighting like that until she was going to start be on a losing streak. You know what I'm saying? There's combo. Listen, you can only go so long not learning how to grapple before it's time for you to go and you've been exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's just only so long you can go. Uh, y'all, that's gonna get under combo skin right there, boy. That's gonna get under his skin right there. These strikers, TikTok, they on limited time. The clock is ticking on these strikers who don't know how to grapple. The clock is ticking. Let's see, Juju. Okay, let's see what else was it. JP with a bold statement. He says Yuli Hostoliarenko will snap Miller's arm. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a true statement though. I gotta say, JP, I can't argue with you there. I cannot argue with you there. But then again, I don't know. Because Juju was a little bit ahead of her experience when it comes to jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? Like her record doesn't speak for her. It doesn't speak for um her experience in jujitsu, her level of jujitsu. The record doesn't speak that. Like she's beyond her record with Brazilian jiu-jitsu experience. Like her ground game is good. Juju's ground game is good, especially for that level. But somebody with the experience of Yulia Stoliarenko, man, like, and Yulia got how many wins by armbar? Like 13 or 12 or something like that. Like she got double digit wins by armbar. You know what I'm saying? Like she know if anybody knows how to put you in an armbar, it's Yulia Stoliarenko. You know what I'm saying? So, ooh, wee, that's a bold statement. Yulia will snap Miller's arm. Ooh, ooh, do y'all agree with that? That's crazy. Rini says, I'm glad Marina did retire. I like her, but she's never going to be champion because I don't see her beating Zhang Wei Li. I like her though, but Zhang Wei Li will be too much for her. JP says, I picked Marina. JP, when are you gonna learn? Rini says off topic, but I hope Jack beats Bilal. I'm just not a fan of Bilal at all. I picked Jillian Robertson. She's improving. Yeah, Bilal versus Jack Dilla. I got Bilal. I got Bilal. JP says Marina is her best win. Is that her best win? It ain't karate. No, it's definitely Marina because Marina beat Michelle Watterson twice. So yeah. Marina Rodriguez is definitely her best win. I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. Um, let's see. Combo said I said that in my last video, BJ. Nice try. Oh, that's funny. Combo. It's the clock is ticking for these strikers, man. It's just it is what it is. Uh, Weili Zhang did learn grappling. She out grappled Tatiana Suarez bad, yeah. Cause but the thing about Suarez though, the thing about Suarez is Suarez had no plan B. Suarez had no plan B. She wasn't even doing plan A that well. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't even. I don't know. Like Suarez didn't set up those takedowns. She didn't use the strikes. Zhang Wei Li. The difference I think with Zhang Wei Li is Zhang Wei Li wasn't afraid of being taken down by Suarez. You know what I'm saying? She didn't fight like she was afraid of being taken down by Suarez versus a lot of these other girls, they right out the gate they were fighting like they were afraid that Suarez was going to take them down. You know what I'm saying? And then that just gave Suarez the takedown. Even though Suarez's takedowns were good, but it just gave her the takedown, you know? I think Yulia's ground game is more dangerous than Juliana Miller's. Yes. Yes, I think so too. I'll be glad when Yulia come back. I need her to come on back. You know what I'm saying? I need her to have a fight booked. You know what I'm saying? So I need her to run that rematch with Luana Carolina. Somebody deserves to whoop Luana Carolina's ass because it's Luana Carolina's fault that Montana De La Rosa is released from the UFC. I believe. I believe it's her fault. I believe that Montana was skating on that line and she got that win over Andrea Lee. And I think Montana was going to beat Luana Carolina. So if that fight would have happened and Montana would have beat Luana Carolina, Montana would have been on a 2-fight winning streak. You know what I'm saying? But Luana Carolina misses weight the day before the fight, can't even make it to the scale, and then the UFC decides, oh, well, we're gonna release you, Montana, but we're gonna let the fighter who missed weight the day before the fight, we're gonna let that fighter stay. You know what I'm saying? That just pisses me off so bad, man. And then Juju would have called out De La Rosa, like that would have been great. You know, I think Grasso versus Natalia is a lot closer than people think it is. Even though I'm picking Natalia, it is very close. That is a very close fight. That is a very close fight. We're gonna get to that, but let's talk about Robertson right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's talk about how Robertson literally. This is her second TKO victory. You know what I'm saying? And both of them coming at was this her first this her second TKO? Was her first TKO? Yeah, her first TKO was at strawweight. At flyweight, she was just choking them to death. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't TKOing girls at flyweight. She was choking them to death. You know what I'm saying? So at strawweight now she's racking up these TKOs, ties Amanda Nunes in finishes in women's MMA. You know what I'm saying? Has surpassed Ronda Rousey's submission record, and now has tied Amanda Nunes in finishes. You know what I'm saying? So 10 finishes in the UFC, that's crazy. 10 finishes in the UFC across two divisions. Give it up for Jillian Robertson. Give it up for Jillian Robertson. Ties Amanda Nunes in finishes. You know what I'm saying? Snags takes that top 10 spot. Retires Marina Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? Like retires her, beats her up and retires her. You know? Yeah, JP, Luana Cara misses weight so much. She she missed weight against Yulia as well. Right. Like they just letting Luana Carolina miss weight multiple times and they still haven't cut her. But then you got big girls like Yana, big girls like Montana, Catelyn Chukagian, Manon Fior. You got these big girls that's being professional and making weight every single time. You know what I'm saying? These girls are big too, and they making weight every single time they fight. Like that's just crazy. Montana ain't never missed weight ever. Running Rini, I don't think you. I think maybe you weren't paying attention to Montana's career. Montana was never not active. She always fought multiple times a year. So I don't know if you was. I don't know if you was just you just don't remember her fights or something like that. Like Montana wasn't an inactive fighter. She was very active. She was a very active fighter. And I don't know. I don't get where you're getting where you're saying that you're insinuating that Montana's not wasn't an active fighter, but she was. No, Montana. I don't know why Montana was cut. I don't know why Montana was cut, but I'm hoping that she'll get back in though. She'll get back in. She'll take a short notice fight with somebody, whether she makes the weight or not. She'll take a short notice fight. Everybody's loving Patty right now, Rini. For real. Jillian May and Marina look like Molly. Yeah, man. Everybody was like, "Oh, Marina's, hard to finish on the ground. She's hard to submit." You know what I'm saying? Like I knew Robertson was gonna finish her some way somehow in this fight. I knew it was coming in round two. I was at my buddy Zach's house last night watching it. I said round two is Robertson's round. It always is her round. You know what I'm saying? Like Jillian has finished so many fights in round two that it's crazy. At least 8 of those 10 finishes that she has come on the ground in round. I mean, has come in round two. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that if Jillian wins round one, she's gonna finish the fight in round two. That's just a thing that it's like a trend that I've noticed with her over all these years. You know what I'm saying? And when she beat Marina's ass in round one, I was like, okay, this fight is getting ready to be over. You know what I'm saying? This round two, this fight is over. You know what I'm saying? When I seen Jillian was looking big and confident on the feet, man, like she didn't, man, Marina's power or technique, that shit meant nothing to Robertson, man. That shit meant nothing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit meant nothing to Jillian Robertson, man. Like Jillian waded right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit didn't slow her down at all, man. Like these girls better come with some heat. You better come in there like Macy Barber if you want to finish Jillian Robertson. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You better come in there with like Macy Barber if you want to get Robertson out of there. You're gonna have to knock her out. That's it. That's it. You're gonna have to knock her out, man. That's the only way they're gonna beat her. Or if somebody's strong enough to out grapple her. Why does Luana Pinheiro keep getting gifted ranked opponents after losing repeatedly? She's on a 3 fight losing streak and gets to fight another ranked opponent. Shaking my head. She should fight an unranked opponent. Yes, she should. I get it, but I don't get why they keep giving her ranked. Is Luana Pinheiro the new Andrea Lee? You know what I'm saying? Is she the new Andrea Lee? Andrea Lee lost 3 fights in a row and was still ranked. Like who dick is she blowing? You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. We have to look at who she's finishing though. Who we talking about? Jillian Robertson? Who we talking about? Jillian said, I mean, Closer said Jillian will probably drown Lemos like Verna did. Yes. Yes. That's the thing though with Robertson, man. When she gets these girls down, she beats them up and just lays on them and like just makes them quit. Like you literally see them quit in real time. You know what I'm saying? You see them like get so frustrated because they can't get her off. She's literally laying on you like a damn blanket. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Then she start elbowing you and shit, and you can't get away from it. Like like she'll elbow you 3 times, then start punching 3 times. I'm like, Robertson is like it's all systematic the way she just breaks these girls down when she gets them down. Like there's never been another fighter like that. You know what I'm saying in the women's divisions who take you down and drown you like Robertson does. Like nobody does that. Nobody does that. Robertson is one of a kind. I'm just being honest. Hashtag the Way Lee killer. Hashtag the Way Lee killer. Let me put that in the comments. Hashtag the Whaley killer. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got muted, but it got muted. Um, Damn, and I had responded to the Fatima Klein comment. Yeah, but sorry, I don't know how that happened. But Rini, yes, I don't understand. I mean, I don't blame you for not picking against Jean Ray Lee. Like I said, I guess I was muted. Like I said, Zhang Wei Li is the real life Mulan up in there. JP says Wei Li will completely shut down Robertson's ground game. Zhang Wei Li is not as big as Tyler Santos. That's different. Was at least Tyler Santos was at least 15, 20 pounds heavier than Robertson in that fight. Robertson could do nothing. Like she couldn't even do it. She couldn't manipulate Tyler's body at all. And then we know Tyler, what I'm saying, probably got a history of steroid. Tyler Santos is a cheat. We ain't even talking about Tyler Santos right now. Tyler Santos is a cheat, you know? So can't talk about can't talk about Tyler Santos. So far the girls thought to beat Zhang Wei Li got drowned and pound and beaten at their own game. Yes. I thought Tatiana Suarez had a chance, but I didn't pick against Wei Li. Hey, that was a smart pick, Rainey. And you know what I'm saying? It turned out your way. I can't argue. And it's crazy that Zhang Wei Li has so many strikes in her fight. Seems like even more than the men. Yeah, Zhang Wei Li never stops. JP says Yan dropped Wei Li left and right. Nothing still. Y'all can't hear me. Y'all can't hear me. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got me. There we go. Y'all stream is way behind. I've been talking for a hot minute. I guess my computer tripping or YouTube tripping one. But y'all stream is like a minute and somewhat behind me. I'm sorry guys. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I've been talking like hell. I've been talking like hell and nothing's been, I don't know. Maybe I accidentally hit the mute button or something. But anyways, Zhang Wei Li is on another level. That's why I can't pick against her. That's true. No, I can't argue with that. Colostrum says, "Run Rini, what's your thoughts on Aaron Blanchfield saying she would finish with?" Look at Colostrum. Colostrum stirring the pot. Colostrum stirring the pot. Rini said, "What's your thoughts on Aaron Blanchfield saying she will whoop Whaley ass and comparing Whaley to Andrade? I've yet to hear you or any of the other Whaley fans address that statement." Woo! Colostrum, Colostrum getting it started, man. But y'all heard what Aaron Blanchfield said, though. Aaron Blanchfield said, "I would whoop John Whaley's ass if she came to flyweight." Colossus, I think Aaron Blanchfield could beat her. Man, I just don't know. Uh-oh. Is that some cracks in the Whaley fans' defense? Say what? Colostrum, he says, BJ, what is your response to the Fatima Klein comment? What did Fatima Klein say? Drop it in the comments, Colostrum. What did Fatima Klein say? I guess I missed that. JP says Aaron's got to deal with Macy Barber first. Yeah, but let's not mistake that. Let's not mistake what Aaron Blanchfield said. Now she wasn't looking past Aaron Blanchfield. Macy Barber. No, 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 no. She wasn't looking past Macy Barber. The interviewer asked Aaron Blanchfield about Zhang Wei Li. The interviewer brought that up. Aaron Blanchfield didn't bring that up. The interviewer brought that up. So let's not say, oh, she's looking past Macy Barber because she ain't. Aaron Blanchfield is too smart of a fighter to look past somebody like Macy Barber. With the stakes being as high as they are right now, you think that Aaron Blanchfield is looking past anybody? I doubt it. I doubt it. You know, Willie Zhang's so much smaller, so I would say Aaron Blanchfield. Yeah, she's way smaller than Blanchfield. So yeah, now Aaron has no striking. I can see Whaley stuffing her takedowns. We got to stop saying that Aaron Blanchfield doesn't have striking. We got to stop saying that. Like, that's not a true statement. Like, we got to stop saying just because we seen Aaron Blanchfield lose in a striking match to Manon Fiore, we got to stop saying that she doesn't have striking. Because how many girls gonna stand in the pocket? How many girls can stand in the pocket with Jessica Andrade like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, we gotta stop that. We gotta stop that. And she outstruck Rose Namajunas, the girl who knocked out Zhang Wei Li. You know what I'm saying? So we we gotta stop that. We gotta remember Aaron Blanchfield just outstruck Rose Namajunas. So please let's stop saying that Aaron Blanchfield has no striking. Colostrum, you know better than that, dog. You know better than that. Dakota called out Tyler for cheating. Oh, okay. She said juiced up and still got beat by Barbie. Damn. Dakota talking shit. The real question is who the heck is Dakota gonna fight? I don't know. I don't know. Colossian, who are you picking between Aaron Blanchfield and Macy Barber? Zaman in the building. What's up, Zaman? I don't know. My stream is running like a minute and a half behind. I don't know why. Probably more than that. My computer was tripping when the stream first started, but whatever. We still in this bitch. We still in this bitch. Let's see here. Boy, y'all dropping these comments, boy. She said she's yeah, I don't know, man. Dakota talking shit. Dakota Ditcher for talking shit. Right. Thank you, Combo. The interviewer was the one starting the trouble. That wasn't an Aaron Blanchfield thing. Aaron Blanchfield wasn't going out saying, I'm gonna whoop Zhang Wei Li ass. No, he said, how do you think Zhang Wei Li would do if she moved up to flyweight? And Aaron Blanchfield said, I don't see her winning like that. And I know I would whoop her ass. So I know some of these other girls gonna whoop her ass. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. I mean, it is what it is. Like Aaron Blanchfield, y'all must have forgot that Aaron Blanchfield's fight name is Cold Blooded. Cold blooded. She gonna keep it 100. Aaron Blanchfield gonna keep it 100. What do y'all expect these girls to say? What do y'all expect these girls to say that's at the top of the divisions? What do you want them to do? Pussy out of the comment? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to speak on her because I don't think I should be speaking about her. Like, what do y'all want these people to say? What do you think Aaron Blanchfield, who done whooped your favorite fighter's ass, in these 7 fights that she's had in the UFC, 7 or 8 fights, she's only lost one, and it was a title eliminator to Manon Fiore. Come on, man! All of a sudden, the world hates Aaron Blanchfield. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't know who to pick. Okay, here we go. I don't know who to pick on that one. Aaron has bad defense, and Macy hits like a truck, but Aaron is relentless with her grappling, and Macy gets taken down easily. I remember Andrea Lee taking her down. There it goes again, combo. The deceptiveness in Mace and Aaron Blanchfield striking, man. Like y'all are underestimating what that girl can. How that girl. You got to remember, Aaron's punches are deceptively long. They got pop on the end of it, and she will hide. Aaron will flick up a head kick behind a 1-2 like it ain't nothing. Next thing you know, she'll flick up a one. She'll throw a 1-2 and flick a head kick up behind it like it ain't nothing. Aaron can be sneaky on the feet, man. Y'all not giving Aaron enough credit for what she does, man. Y'all not giving Aaron. She would have whooped Dakota Ditchover's ass in there. Sign Dakota Ditchover over to the UFC. Take her out of PFL and put her in the UFC. Match her up with Aaron Blanchfield. I guarantee you, Blanchfield will whoop her ass in there. I'm gonna ride with Aaron Blanchfield. I'm sorry, man. Like I'm definitely picking Macy Barber in this fight. But I'm not gonna take away nothing that Aaron Blanchfield, who Aaron Blanchfield is. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Blanchfield is still Aaron Blanchfield. You know what I'm saying? Like Aaron Blanchfield, the fight with Macy Barber is 50-50. 50. Aaron Blanchfield versus Macy Barber is a 50-50 fight. Period. It's a 50-50 fight. Yeah, no, Colosseum like to stir the pot. Colosseum like to stir the pot. That's what he does, man. I love it too. I love it. Zaman says, move to the central region. Can't even watch fights live now. Oh no, Zaman. Like central where? Of the United States? Oh no, Zaman. Oh, you gotta figure that out. I got some websites for you, Zaman. You hit me up in my email, dog. Like, oh no, you gotta figure that out. You can't be not watching fights live, Zaman. Oh no. Send me. Let me drop my email in the email. I'm gonna drop my email address before I leave. Remind me to drop that email address, Zaman, and I will shoot you over some links, bro. Cause ain't no way in hell you can be missing these fights, dog. Mm-mm. Rini says, Closum, I think I'm excited. I think Dakota Ditchova beats a lot of those girls really in the flyweight. She does. She beats some girls, but not all of them. Dakota will walk through all of them so easy. All of them, Zaman. That's a bold statement, dude. That's a statement. That's a statement. I don't know about that. Aaron Blanchfield will whoop her ass though. Y'all not standing behind y'all girl Natalia Silva the way y'all love Natalia Silva so much. Y'all just handing Natalia Silva over to Dakota Ditchful like that. Y'all crazy. Man. I ain't no way I'm gonna flip flop like that. No, no. I even said that Alimale McFarlane would be competitive at flyweight in the UFC. And she was the long reigning Bellator champion. You know what I'm saying? I never said that she would come in and beat everybody. And not even Elima. I didn't even say Elima would come in and beat everybody like that. Let alone Dakota Ditcheva. Oh no, 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 no. Aaron Blanchfield is one of my favorite flyweights, but man, Dakota. Yeah, Aaron is good, but I think Dakota will finish her with body work. I don't know. She better be careful throwing those kicks. She better be careful throwing those kicks to the body. Aaron been done caught one of them kicks. Dakota find herself on her back. Dakota find herself on her back with Aaron Blanchfield on top of her. Man, y'all crazy. I'm not handing Aaron Blanchfield over to Dakota like that. I'm not handing Macy Barber over to Dakota like that. I'm not handing Valentina Shevchenko over to Dakota like that. I'm not handing Alexa Grasso over to Dakota like that. I'm gonna be bold and say I'm not handing Jasmine Jazz the Vicious over to Dakota like that. Y'all riding that train hard, boy. Y'all riding that Dakota Ditchfer, who's never even had a fight in the UFC. Y'all riding that train hard. Jasmine Jazz the Vicious would give Dakota Ditchfer that work. She would give her that work. Y'all being too bold with this shit, boy. I'm telling y'all being too bold with this shit, boy. Y'all like that shit though. Y'all like having a hype train that's out of the UFC. Like it's not even in the UFC. Like, come on, man. Y'all don't even give Alexa Grasso that kind of credit. Y'all don't even give Grasso that kind of hype. And she beat Valentina. She went in there and finished Valentina. Y'all don't even give Juliana Pena that kind of work. And Juliana Pena finished Amanda Nunes. But Dakota Ditcheva, oh my God, Dakota Ditcheva beats everybody in the UFC. Y'all wild. That's why that 2+2 is not equaling 4 in these comments, man. I'm telling you. it's not equaling 4 in these comments. Ooh wee. Y'all so funny. Let's look at this. Zama says Barber is ultra easy for Dakota. Y'all so funny. I will never agree to that. I will never agree to that until I see it. I have to see it, but I will never agree to that. Macy hits hard, but she's been stingy lately. She ain't knocked anyone out in a while aside from Ebos. Yeah, man, but that Ebos fight showed us that when she hurts you, though, when she hurts you, you better figure out something quick when Macy hurts you. You know what I'm saying? When Macy hurts you, you better figure out something quick, cause she coming. But Macy been fighting a lot harder fighters. You know what I'm saying? As it goes on up, you know what I'm saying? Manon, but Combo, you ain't talking about how Manon been stingy with it though. I ain't heard you say that, Combo. I didn't hear you say that one. Manon ain't knocked nobody out either. At least Macy has a recent knockout. At least Macy has a recent knockout. When the last time Manon knocked anybody out? You know? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. When the last time Manon finished somebody? It's been a while since Manon had a finish. I picked Aaron to oh I picked Aaron Blanchfield over Manon, but that didn't go well. And I love Manon. I mean, yeah, but Blanchfield didn't get beat up either though. That was a competitive fight. I'll stand behind that too. That was Aaron Blanchfield versus Manon Fiore. That was a competitive fight. You know, so it is what it is. Misha Tate. Oh man, as bad as it was to see Misha Tate lose, it was good to see Yana Kunitskaya win. I have to give it up to both of them actually though. It played out kind of like I thought it would. I knew that Misha came out hot though. You know what I'm saying? Landed some good punches. She came out hot, but I knew Misha would struggle to get Yana down. You know what I'm saying? Because Yana is just too big. You know what I'm saying? Yana is too big, and her takedown defense is good, and her clinch is good. You ain't gonna out clinch Yana Kunitskaya. Like it's just not gonna happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Misha giving up all that size. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not just gonna get Yana down like that. I think Misha was like 1-6 in her takedowns. You know what I'm saying? Like she tried 7 times and she only landed one takedown in the third round. She won the third round. You know what I'm saying? Like Misha came out in the third round. I think she may have needed 5 rounds to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? Some fights, they need 5 rounds. They come on strong at the end. Being a Misha Tate fan, I can say maybe Misha ran out of time. But Yana Kunitskaya fought the perfect fight, man. Yana Santos is really leveling up. I have to give my girl props. I have to give Yana Santos her props because Yana is looking better and better and better and better and better. You know, I just have to give Yana Santos her fight. Maybe now combo that Jacqueline Calvacanti, Yana Santos fight, maybe that can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like let's the winner you said it. Jacqueline can fight the winner of Misha Yana. Okay, let's put Jacqueline Calvacanti in there with Yana Santos now. Did y'all see the jabs from Yana? You know what I'm saying? Yana coming with the 1-2 straight down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Eating up Misha's front leg. You know what I'm saying? Picking apart the wrestler the way you do it. That's how, as a striker, that's how you pick apart the wrestler on the feet. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? She jabbed the hell out of Misha Tate last night. So I mean, Yana is looking good. Yana is looking good out here. And I hate it for Misha. Misha can do whatever she wants to do now. If she wants to fight one more fight, she can do that. If she wants to retire now, like do that. Misha has nothing left to prove. So if Misha wants to call it a day, then call it a day. And Misha wants to go one more round, go one more round. It is what it is. You know, Misha's fighting for the hell of it right now. She ain't got nothing to prove versus a fighter like Yana still has shit to prove out here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's no hard feelings. It's no bad feelings for Misha Tate. You know what I'm saying? Like, she will always be known as Misha fucking Tate. Misha fucking Tate. She'll always be Misha Tate. But Yana Santos had to do what she had to do in there last night. I can't call her Santa. I gotta call her Kunitskaya because that's who she's looking like in there. She's looking like old school Yana Kunitskaya in there, man. That striking is on point. You know what I'm saying? That you can tell she was a Russian kickboxing champion. She's starting to show it now. She's starting to put it together now. You know what I'm saying? But and can't take anything away from Yana for losing that third round because you know when Misha Tate takes you down, that's exactly what it is. Misha Tate taking you down. You know what I'm saying? And Misha gonna work when she gets you to the ground, so it just kind of is what it is. But it was a good win for Yana. I hit Yana up last night. I said, congratulations. That was a good fucking win. That was a good fucking win. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, man, like, I wanted to come on here and talk about these fights, in one episode instead of doing three different episodes. But let's see here. How long have I been on here? It's been right at an hour. Right at an hour. Right at an hour. Which was exactly my plan, guys, was to get on here and talk for about an hour. And I did just that. So let's carry it over to the Discord. Anybody got anything left that they want to say? We can continue the conversation in the Discord. Let me see. Let me get in here and drop this Discord link right quick. Let me go to Discord. I'm gonna drop this Discord link. Let's see. Copy link. Copy this Discord link. I'm gonna drop it in the chat there so that everybody, if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. Let's see here. I couldn't pick me. Okay, yeah, Yana versus Jacqueline Cavic. Yeah, JP, Yana versus Misha. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. JP says Manon's last finishes was Victoria Leonardo and a short notice Ricci. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Where you at, Combo? What's up with that? Yes. Combo. Yes. Jillian jabbing to the body. Like, I'm telling you, dude, Jillian is coming around with the stand up, dude. She is coming around with it. They got, yes, good connections. And Jillian could do what she wanted to do to Marina Rodriguez on the feet because Marina was so scared. Like Marina was so afraid of what Jillian was going. It just Jillian had all kind of possibilities on the feet. You know, Marina Miranda beat Macy. I'm just saying. Combo trying to open that book. Chev will style him on this Saturday. Damn, that is this week. That is this week, man. Combo, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now. Expect a lot of rage. A lot of rage videos from Combo. Now I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Man, Manon Fiora versus Dakota Divicha one day would be so exciting. Yes. Colosseum says Yana versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Yes. I couldn't pick Misha after losing to Lauren. JP. Rini says I picked Yana. Yeah. Yana knew what that jab was. Yana, man, she just looked the part last night. Like Zama says, don't forget that Andrea Lee wrestled up Macy. Oh man, God, y'all keep on. Y'all gonna keep. Y'all ain't never gonna forget that fight, but Yana's kicks were landing clean. I said, damn, yeah, those leg kicks were clean, man. Yana is. I tried to tell y'all, man, she was one of the best strikers in the division, but she was fighting dumb. You know what I'm saying? Look at the perception that people have. The perception that y'all had of a fighter who was fighting dumb. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even acknowledge the fact that Yana was a high level striker. She was because she was fighting so dumb, it masked it. You know what I'm saying? It masked it. Masked it, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like it masked the fact that she was a high level striker because she was fighting so dumb. But now that Yana's fighting smart, we see that she was a multiple time Russian kickboxing champion. We see it now. We can see it. Aaron will mop the floor with her. Ooh, ooh. I can't freaking wait till Saturday. Val versus Manon is going to answer a lot of questions. I can't wait to see the grappling exchanges. Don't forget, Valentina's strong. Valentina is strong in that clinch and in them takedown, them body lock positions, all that stuff. Valentina is very strong there. Very strong there. Yep. Very strong there. Zaman says, "Oh yeah, she will. Shevchenko will gas out and lose the fifth 10-8. Ooh, because I don't really see Manon finishing her though. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really see Manon finishing her. Now, if it was Aaron Blanchfield versus Valentina, then the chance of a finish would be there opposite of Valentina. You know, so I could see Aaron Blanchfield trying to finish her. At least Aaron Blanchfield will be going for the finish. Manon been fighting so safe lately. You know, it's hard to see what she really gonna do because she been fighting so cautiously and so safe lately. So who knows? Who knows? But anyways, guys, if you, that Discord link is only good for 15 minutes. So if you have not joined the Discord, jump over to the Discord and let's continue the conversation there because I am getting off of here. So it is what it is. This is your boy. Wait a minute, hold on. Shout out to everybody in the comment sections. Zaman, Colostrum, JP, Reenie, Combo Breaker 99. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's been in the comment section. James Prez had dropped a couple comments I saw. Um, so running Reenie, thank everybody for coming in. Make sure you guys smash that like button, please. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button for your boy. Um, yeah, and we will continue this conversation over at over the Discord. All right. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike, and if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And your boy is out. Jump over to the Discord.